Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the 12th day of our Energy Advent series, and happy 12/12 portal. So the series is one where we pull daily messages and we receive the energetic gift from the universe that is wanting to come through. I have been pulling the last several days from this Yuletide Tarot, cute little deck. And today, because I pre-pull the cards for the sake of time, as many know, whenever I was tuning in today, before I pulled, because I always tap in and say, okay, what wants to come through, and that will guide me of how to pull the cards, or if I look at the bottom or the top of the deck, like I just tune into how the messages best want to come through. Today, I was guided to pull a storyline, to pull multiple cards because they were going to create a story. So I'm going to show you those cards, explain the story that I received, and then we'll give an activation in alignment for the highest possible outcome for where you are right now. And it's perfect as we're going through this 12/12 portal, as this is really assisting in this energetic shift that is very apparent in this story. Okay, so the first card, I'll just show you the cards and then I'll get into the story. I feel like that would be easiest. The first card we got was the Chariot. And then the middle card that we got is the Four of Gifts, or the Four of Pentacles. And then the final two cards that came out were the Four of Good Cheer, or the Four of Cups, and it came out together with the Three of Gifts, the Three of Pentacles. So the story that is coming through is there was something with the Chariot that you put your mind towards, or action towards, intention towards. It's like there was a decision to go on a path, to pursue something. Maybe this is your spiritual journey. Maybe this is, it can play out in so many different ways, right? But like there was a decision at one point that you were going to pursue this journey, and you did. Like you went for it. And then at some point along that journey, there was a holding back. And this, I got many messages of what that could mean, so I'll just channel what comes through. A holding back of, there's a lot coming through. A holding back of your authentic self. So when you made this decision of whatever it is, for you to be truly aligned with the outcome you desired, you would need to be your authentic self. But there was a holding back of that out of fear. And as I go through these messages, this is never, ever coming from a place of shame. Everything that we do on this journey is coming from a place of innocence at its core, right? So we hold compassion as we reflect upon whatever this energy might be for us, right? We come from compassion and self-understanding. And the beauty is this message would only be coming through if you were ready to shift it, all right? So we're not shaming ourselves or anyone in this. So one message is there was a holding back of your true authentic self, and that created a resistance. Another message is, for some, there was a holding on to the idea of how it should look. So let's say you were wanting to manifest more abundance, but in your mind, you only saw it playing out a certain way when ideally it wanted to come through another way. So that created resistance. For some, it's holding on to old patterns, old stories that created a block, right, for you moving forward. What is that last one that's coming through? Hold on, let me just tune in. Okay. So then the final energy that I'm picking up on is, it's like you made a decision. going for it, whatever this is. But then immediately there was that part of you, that scared part of you, that was like, you jumped in the river, but then you held on to the side of the river, right? Like you're in the river, the current is flowing, everything is moving in your favor, but there was that part of you that was holding on to either what was, or that security of what is known. So in some way there was a holding back of something. And maybe it played out in multiple different ways too. So this led to a Four of Cups energy, where because of this innocent holding back of something, you experienced a lot of disappointment. Or maybe not a lot, maybe some people experienced a lot, maybe some people just kind of experienced some disappointment and then kept it going. But however it played out for you, there was what appeared to be, it hasn't worked yet, it's not working how I want it to, just some sort of disappointment. But you can see in this Four of Cups that there's this beautiful energy right here that she is ready to move into, right? It's here for her. And it came out with the Three of Gifts, which is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles talks about assistance. So when I see this card, I'm seeing this like your higher self, divine mother, the universe, source, working on your behalf, like presenting this cup to you. So you can see the person in this card in the Four of Cups is in front of her computer and she's just like, maybe burnt out or stressed. And then this beautiful, like grandmotherly figure, right? That elder, that divine energy is doing all of this stuff for her, but she's not seeing it, right? There's this unseen unfoldment that's working divinely for you at this time. So the energy that's presenting through that story is a shift. It's an honoring of whatever path, whatever this means for you, whatever path you set out on. It's now time to transition from anything that was holding you back, lovingly, again with compassion, lovingly holding space for yourself for those times that you did feel disappointed or you feel like it just didn't work out, and allowing yourself to flow with the current through this transition, through this shift, because everything is ready for you. You know, yesterday we got the victory card and the gifts, right? This is the energy that's here for you. It's being orchestrated for you. All you need to do is allow yourself to let go. Lovingly let go of what has transpired and open to receive whatever that is that you initially set out on this journey to receive or experience, the highest timeline version of it. So I know that went a little longer, but the energy is pretty amped up. So we will get into the activation. I'm being told that that story in itself was an activation. And so all we're doing now is really kind of integrating it within all of your bodies, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. Ooh, okay, so to receive an energy activation in whatever ways that you need most right now, please just say yes within your mind's eye. And I take a moment to connect to you energetically. And as I do, bring up your journey, your story. What was that starting point for you? When did you decide to shift or follow a path or start a new venture? Where was that starting point? And I'm seeing your entire being being lit up as you just open to the awareness of it. Even if you can't think of it in your mind's eye, just opening to it. Your whole being is lighting up now, expanding. with the energy of that intention, of that choice. And now you walked along your path, and what was that energy that was holding you back? Again, you can just welcome it forward. You don't even have to know what it is, or you can think of what it is, whatever feels best, but what was that energy you were holding on to? Holding back who you really were, holding on to old patterns. What was that resistance? And on this journey and on this path, what do you need to make peace with now? Make peace with perceived failures or disappointments. I make peace with the decisions and the choices that I made, as I know at their core they all stemmed from innocence. I make peace with who I was every step of this journey. I make peace with all the fear, all those doubts and confusion, making peace with it all. And letting that energy go. And now you see a beautiful, shining cup, a holy grail. You see how the divine has now orchestrated and aligned everything in your favor. So all you have to do, and I'm seeing you in a forest, but the Holy Grail is in this beautiful field, a magical field. So you're in the forest of the path that you've been on, and you've made peace with where you've been, who you've been, so that you can now step into who you are becoming and what is available to you. And if you're ready to shed all of that old energy, just take a deep breath in, exhale out, letting it go. This is transmuted into light, stepping out of that forest into the new. Maybe you drink from that holy grail, maybe you swim in it, maybe you just receive its vibrations, but this is the energetic shift. And we are grounding this in now. Know that you have shifted. I'm getting the word completion, which always leads to that new beginning. Grounding into your being, all of your bodies, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. Clearing away anything you released in the session, sending it up to the light of source to be alchemized. It's connecting from this, so be it, and so it is. Let's take a moment to give thanks. All right, so I do apologize that went a little bit longer, but I just feel like with the 1212 portal, a lot of energy is presenting, and And so I intend that you got exactly what you needed. You can still sign up for the live activation. If you can't make it live, then you'll get the link and you can watch it at any time. The energy will be, will be infused in that session. So that's below. Jamie and I are holding space for a celebration of this 1212 portal in joy and radiance, and that's going to be tonight, linked below. I hope that you have just an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love and light.